Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of, one that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Is getting gas at Shell burning a hole in your wallet? What if I told you you can easily earn cash back while you fill up? Introducing Drop, the app that turns every fill up into a reward. With Drop, you'll earn points to get free gift cards every time you fill up your tank. Download Drop and use code DROP88 to instantly receive $5 in points to jumpstart your savings journey. Don't miss out on turning your gas expenses into something rewarding.
Hey listeners, it's Jenny. This month we're heading back to school and we're taking you along with us. For all of September, we're bringing back some of our favorite Womanica episodes you might have missed. You'll hear me and some talented guest hosts share both iconic and underappreciated stories. And there's a twist. Each week is dedicated to a different school subject. This week we're sharing women you should be learning about in literature classes. Their words created impactful stories, changed minds, and preserved cultures. And their stories go beyond the same people you remember from the standard literary canon. So, on to the show.
Hello, I'm Abby Delk. I'm a junior producer at Wonder Media Network, and I'm excited to be guest hosting this episode of Womanica. This Pride Month, we're talking about wordsmiths. Women who used language to create community, give a voice to change, and inspire future generations to do the same. It is Paris in the early 1990s. A dark, cramped apartment on the left bank, filled with a lifetime of detritus. Postcards, ribbons, piles and piles of books and papers. In the middle of it all is the writer, a small woman in her late 70s. Her collection of treasures reflects the jumble of experiences she has collected throughout her life, from lust to misery to triumph. Her whole life, she's mined those experiences for literary gold, in the process becoming one of the most widely read French writers in the post-war era. Let's talk about Marguerite Duras. She was born Marguerite Donadieu on April 4th, 1914, though she would change her surname to Duras early in her writing career. She grew up in a small village in French Indochina, now Vietnam. Her father died when she was still young, leaving Marguerite, her mother, and 2 older brothers in penny-pinching poverty. Her mother invested in a rice farm that was plagued by constant flooding and financial ruin. As a girl, Marguerite ran wild through the nearby rainforests, hunting small game to bring back to the family's bungalow when times were especially tough. A drastic change in setting came in the early 1930s, when Marguerite moved to Paris to attend university. After graduating, she worked as a secretary in the French Ministry of the Colonies. In 1939, she married writer Robert Anthème. But Marguerite never avoided adversity for long. In 1940, Nazi troops marched into Paris. Marguerite and her husband joined the French resistance, but Robert was captured and imprisoned in the Dachau concentration camp. Marguerite had no way to reach him or to learn of his fate. By the time Robert was liberated, Marguerite had fallen in love with left-wing activist Dionys Mascolo, who would later become her second husband. Still, Marguerite helped nurse the weakened Robert back to health after his return to France. All this to say, Marguerite was no stranger to the rough, cruel edges of life. And she harnessed the hardness of her own life into her writing. Her first book, The Impudent Ones, was published in 1943, launching a lifelong writing career. Over the next several decades, she wrote at a feverish pace, publishing more than 70 works, including novels, stage plays, and screenplays. But Marguerite remained relatively unknown outside literary circles for most of her life. Her screenplay for the now classic 1960 film Hiroshima Mon Amour was a huge success and earned her an Academy Award nomination. But most of her other projects, including the films she wrote and directed herself, went largely uncelebrated. It wasn't until Marguerite was 70 years old that she became a household name. That was when she published her novel, The Lover. The Lover is a work of fiction, but in Marguerite's literary style, truth and imagination are in constant conversation. She was a pioneer of the trend of autofiction in French literature, the melding of autobiography with modified details and embellishments. The Lover follows the story of a teenage girl living in pre-war Indochina, where Marguerite herself had grown up. The protagonist embarks on a torrid and all-consuming affair with an older, wealthy Chinese-Vietnamese man, an experience strikingly reminiscent of one Marguerite had in real life. The story explores themes of infatuation and power, colonialism and patriarchy. Like many of Marguerite's most celebrated works, it wrestles with her own tendencies towards self-destruction and paradoxical desires. The brutality and honesty of The Lover captured readers' imaginations, and the book became a bestseller not only in France, but across the globe. But later, Marguerite rolled her eyes at the novel's widespread acclaim, insisting, "It's an airport novel. I wrote it when I was drunk." Marguerite did struggle with alcoholism for much of her life, writing of her addiction, "I'm a real writer. I was a real alcoholic. I drank red wine to fall asleep. Afterwards, cognac in the night. What is astonishing, when I look back, is how I managed to write." In 1982, she underwent an intensive and nearly deadly cure for her condition. Not long after, a bout of emphysema left her comatose for 5 months. But as much as Marguerite's life was marked by hardship, it was also marked by dogged resilience. She awoke from her coma and eventually was able to find sobriety. When The Lover was being adapted into a film in 1992, Marguerite butted heads with the director over his changes to the story. So, she abandoned her role in the project, instead releasing a retelling of the novel titled The North China Lover, this time with new autobiographical details of her early life in French Indochina. In her final years, Marguerite found love again with writer Jan Andreas Steiner, who self-identified as a gay man. Marguerite wrote about their companionship in a book, which she named after him. Her final published work was released in 1995. It was called That's All, and consisted of short, poetic lines that read like diary entries. The final passage reads, "I am falling apart. Come quickly. I no longer have a mouth, no longer have a face." Marguerite died on March 3, 1996, in her Paris apartment. She was 81 years old. Today, she remains an example to writers who came after her of the power of boldly bearing the soul in the name of authentic, unabashed literature. As Marguerite believed, a life is no small matter.
Thanks for listening to this Best Of episode of Womanica. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Join us tomorrow for another one of our favorite episodes honoring the back-to-school season. Talk to you then.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience domestic abuse in their lifetime, and nearly half of survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina started the Purple Leash Project to help eliminate one of the many barriers domestic abuse survivors face: a lack of pet-friendly domestic violence shelters. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters across the country, so abuse survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to get involved.
When it comes to travel bags and backpacks, colorful and unique options are hard to come by. Luckily, Baboon to the Moon has you covered. Baboon to the Moon's bags are made for going places near and far, and for making you the brightest star at baggage claim. Made with super durable materials and a limited lifetime warranty, your Baboon to the Moon bag will join you for all of life's missed trains, unexpected rain showers, love at first sights, and compliments. Check them out at baboontothemoon.com. Now get lost and make the world more colorful.